Thing is, you probably already have what it takes to make bigger money, to live better lifestyle, to live your dream. All you have to do is really let yourself do it. And this is what I call the art of hustle. What's going on YouTube? Kirill here with the art of hustle. Right here, right now with Majorpreneur. In this episode, I wanted to talk to you about Instagram. Not social media, not SMM, not Facebook, not Facebook ads, not ROI, nothing. I want to talk about Instagram, the game of Instagram. And here's why. When doing social media, you have to focus on 1, 2, or 3 major channels, your main channels, the channels that you specialize in. You have to know about all the rest of the channels, know their mechanics and their game and how they work, but you have to focus, have really laser focus on up to 3 major channels. 1, 2, or 3 major channels that are your channels, that are channels that you're passionate about. The rest are just the addition. So think about choosing your channels as the beginning of your social media career, and think wisely when choosing those channels. Think only about the channels that you're happy about, that you like, you feel passion for. Don't choose the channels just because they have a big audience. Don't go for Facebook because Facebook has a big audience. Don't go for Twitter because, everybody uses Twitter. No, you should choose the channels that you love, you have feelings for. Personally, I would not recommend going for Facebook or Twitter. In my opinion, those channels are overused. Every business that starts to do social media immediately starts with Twitter and Facebook, and as a result, there is too much spam and there is too much information, and those channels are just not as effective anymore as there used to be. So think about newer channels. Think about the channels where the competition is still fairly acceptable. You know what I'm saying? And Instagram, for instance, is an example of a very fresh channel because not every business is using it. And yet, every business has to use it because Instagram has more space, more potential for advertisement or brand building, for example, than Facebook and Twitter. You just simply have less marketers on Instagram yet, which makes this moment in time a very perfect opportunity. You can call it the last call to jump on the Instagram train. If you start now, you still have the future in Instagram. If you're gonna start tomorrow, too many people are gonna jump on it and it's gonna turn into next Facebook. That moment in time will happen, but today, Instagram is the very, very right social media platform to start with. And this video is about Instagram, the game of Instagram, right for you. First of all, you have to forget about this idea of Instagram as just a funny app where you can post pictures of food, gym, girls. You have to start thinking about Instagram as a very professional marketing channel that, if used correctly, if put enough creativity and hard work into, could be a gold mine for any business. Second, every Instagram account starts with a strategy. You have to plan your theme for the page. What is it about? Even if it's a brand, what particular goal does your Instagram page for that brand will serve? Because it's different. It's not like it has to be same for every social media. No, every social media has its own goal. So for Instagram, the goal could be brand awareness, or it could be showing the backstage of the brand. etc., etc. I'm not gonna go to every detail, but it has to start with the theme, the goal, the color palette, the content plan, what kind of content you're gonna post, what are the templates for the posts, and obviously the content schedule. So that is, you call it homework for Instagram. Before you start any action on any account, you plan your Instagram strategy. You think about your goal, you think about how you're going to realize that goal, you think about all the possible templates for your content. You experiment with them, but you prepare. You make the plan for everything. Content plan, content schedule, everything. You plan it through. And that's homework. Third is the actual game of Instagram. And there are 3 layers that you think when you do the game of Instagram. First layer is content creation. Above it is content posting. And lastly, the third layer is growing your audience. So let's go through them. The content creation. You have 4 types of content you can post on Instagram. Photos or pictures, GIF, video, and slides. Think about every type of content when you're creating your page. It's very important that you go diverse, that you measure the success of different types of content, and that you find the right templates for your stories. I'll shoot additional videos about every single detail. In this video, I just really want to focus on the general outline for the Instagram game, so I'll place the links somewhere here. The content posting. Here you have so many things to think about. First, time of the day. When is the time that your post, your content is going to be most visible? I've discovered that for art, for instance, it's closer to night, like between 9 p.m. to 12. However, this might be different for your specific kind of content. So analyze it. Think about the time you're posting. Track your numbers. Instagram, just like any other social media, is heavily dependent on numbers. If you don't analyze your numbers, you don't analyze your conversions, then you're missing out. You don't know which content is doing better than the other content, which content needs some more boost, which content needs some more editing. You're just missing out. You're flying without understanding where you're flying. Then goes caption, then goes geolocation, then goes tagging of other people, and then goes hashtags. And if you're not using all of those, then your posts are simply missing out. Geolocation can add an extra layer of branding. Tagging, you can go about creative about that. Hashtags, super important. If you're not using 30 hashtags, okay, think about hashtags like that. Each hashtag is a very separate timeline on Instagram. So if you're present on only 10 hashtags, then you're present on 10 timelines, whereas Instagram allows of up to 30 hashtags. So the visibility of your post, if you're using only 10 hashtags compared to 30 hashtags, is only 10 timelines compared to 30 timelines, so 3 times more. So play it very smart with the hashtags. Super smart with the hashtags. There are apps that help you come up with more hashtags based on your content. The app analyzes your content and suggests your hashtags, or it analyzes the hashtags that you're already using and proposes some additional hashtags that are still relevant. Think only about hashtags that have audience, the popular hashtags. Don't go for the hashtags that just or just your friends know, or the hashtags that are name of your brand, because those hashtags, yes, they're important, but they're not gonna raise your visibility. Think about building your Instagram foundation first, your visibility first, and then go for your hashtags, then do your additional hashtag game, but like foundation first. Finally goes the audience growth. Third key element of doing the Instagram game. Very important, very, very important. Of course, some audience is gonna come because they saw your post in a certain hashtag. Some will come because you marketed it somewhere else. But the main core, where does it come from? How do you grow the account? The answer is social activity. Social activity is simply using Instagram currency to buy more followers. There is no real currency or real buying. What happens is you distribute your certain budget of likes, follows, and comments that you have per hour and that you have per day throughout liking, commenting, and following people by hashtags or accounts, doing this mass following, mass liking to attract more audience, to spread your seeds, if you will, around. Because every time you like a person or you follow a person by a certain hashtag, which is topic, or by a certain following people or liking people of a certain account, which are also relevant to you, you're giving them notifications. You're giving them shout out that, hey, I'm here, basically. And if your content is interesting, they're gonna come and they're gonna stay. So without this support, your content is really missing out, and it doesn't matter if you really do it manually or automatically. I prefer to do it automatically, and I'll shoot videos about that, but it has to happen. Without this, the account is just gonna be still. It's not gonna grow a lot, and it's gonna take you 10 years to build the audience and the presence in Instagram instead of building it in a half a year. It really is the sad truth, but it also is happy truth because it opens so much possibilities. So again, this video is not about details, it's not about every single process. In particular, it's an outline. Think of this video as outline and the invitation to do the Instagram game. I just wanted to lay it out for you so you can use it, so you can better understand it, because I believe that it all starts with understanding and then using this understanding to go further. I honestly believe that Instagram is the must-have tool. It's the Swiss Army knife, if you will, for every hustler out there. It's just a must-have tool. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please support your channel. Please support this channel with your likes and subscriptions, subs. And if you have any questions, I'm down to answer to anyone. Just place your questions down below in the comment section and I'll be there to help you out, guys. Make sure to watch the rest of the series if you want to learn more about Instagram and how it works and how you can help other brands position themselves on Instagram and make money off of it. This was Kirill with The Art of Hustle with Majorpreneur, and I hope to see you in the next video.